Hey, everybody. Welcome to a next episode of Off the Clock. It's the show where we talk about entrepreneur life outside of business, and we're going to, talk about business a little bit too. I am your host, Dwaynia. I'm the founder of Canadian Small Business Women. And if you only knew some of the behind the scenes stuff before we got here, yeah, we're going to talk about it live. So before we introduce our special guest, I need to make sure that, you like the video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so that you can catch all the episodes, and don't be selfish. Share it with your friends. Okay. So let's get right into it. Welcome, Maria.
Hi, Dwayne. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here, and so nice to see you. Like this is great. Thank you for inviting me.
It's been a while since we've never met in person, like in real life, people.
No.
But we've just communicated, on video like this. But it's been a while since we've chatted. Maria, tell everybody who you are. Wait, before we do that, before we get into it, what are we drinking?
Oh yes, I have a rosé actually today.
Ooh. I have a Riesling, and a little story for y'all. I was ready to start and I didn't have my drink and I had to run downstairs and grab it. So cheers.
Cheers.
So if you have questions or comments or anything for Maria, drop them in the comments. I will be, checking out the comments. But Maria, tell us who you are, what you do. Go ahead.
So I'm an entrepreneur, obviously, because I'm on your show. I help realtors look like rock stars. I offer their full package from staging, photography, and feature sheets. I help the whole process run smoothly by reducing their stress as well as their client stress. And by doing that, I had a lot of people love what I did with the homes, but they were selling. So they asked me actually when they moved into their new homes if I could decorate. So now I also help homeowners living in their homes fall in love with their spaces all over again. So I do that by helping create a customizable plan, whether it's bring in furniture, but I work with their style and functionality depending on what their needs are. And it's for people who don't know how to put it all together or who don't have the energy or time to make it happen.
And for people who just don't have that eye.
Yeah, they just don't know where to start. So yeah, so that's when they call me. That's when I come in.
And I can tell you, Maria gave me Milagro Interiors. You heard that, right? Milagro Interiors. I can say Maria gave me solid advice when I wanted to redo my office, right when everything hit with, the pandy. We were I believe we were doing some virtual sessions with CSBW, and my office didn't look like this. And I was like, I need to do something different. And I did a whole video pan of the entire room. And she's like, well, yes, it would be good. Definitely put your face towards the window. But it's not good to have you back to the door if you're into feng shui. But you can do this and that. And, look.
You did a great job. And I love you have plants now. You have some nice greenery.
Yes, new addition. I'm trying to work on the green thumb. I do also have a plant in front of me that looks like it's about to die, but I decided to put it by the window because I'm trying not to let it die.
Well, light and water, that's all it needs, and some love.
Well, okay, I'm trying to give you love, plants. Work with me here because I give you light and water. So I love that painting in your background. Can we talk about that a little bit? Where's that from?
It's one of my pieces that I do use for my staging projects. So it's the wow factor for when you walk into a space, and it really tells you like, wow, like it's a beautiful statement piece. So yeah, so now I have it here hanging behind me for our little video.
I love it. It is definitely a wow piece for sure.
Yeah.
I saw on your Instagram that you did some traveling and I saw some fancy house tours. Tell me more.
I did. So, I started the business in 2019, I'll say. It's a little bit before then, but officially. It's tough starting a business during the pandemic or just before the pandemic started. And I took a risk, but we did go to Colombia in South America, and my husband's family's from there. So we decided, let's take a break, spend time with our in-laws, and have the kids spend time with the grandparents. So, have some family time. But also, I did have opportunity there to do some work, which was amazing because things are done differently there, and the decor is so much different than what we have here. They have beautiful pieces there. So my sister-in-law was building her home. I helped with the process of that. And I also got to do some virtual tours from some beautiful homes there. So that those are on my YouTube channel if you want to check those out. They're, yeah, beautiful homes there. I mean, and the cost of living there is so much cheaper than here, obviously. And to buy a home there, again, is so much cheaper. So you can get so much you can stretch so much out of your Canadian dollar, when you go over there. So yeah, it's they're beautiful, like gorgeous homes. So yeah, you have
Wow. I can only imagine like the vibrant colors and some of the really cool crafts that can be incorporated. And I feel like, because I'm from Jamaica originally, and I feel like a lot of times Caribbean, South Americans, we like to do a lot of indoor, outdoor.
yes, yeah, yeah,
So I can
and
only
open
imagine.
spaces, a lot of open spaces like indoor gardens inside your home, like the
Yes.
Spanish colonial style, just gorgeous. It was very inspirational. And we went to Cartagena, and wow, there's a lot of beautiful architecture there in Cartagena with all the colonial style. So that really inspired me, definitely.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine because I did, I stalked your Instagram. And I was seeing like, oh, I wish I were Maria right now. Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
gosh. Okay.
such a great trip overall. I mean, great experience, definitely.
And what do you find, aside from the price difference, what do you find different from clients that you have here in Canada in terms of style?
Yeah, so like I said, it's more colonial style back there. They incorporate that a lot with some modern aspects, and it just open spaces, um, the way the layout is of the home, how it's all, some of the, not all the homes, but some of them have the indoor courtyard, or most of the luxury homes have pools.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was just, and the landscaping, all the tropical plants that they have. I just wished I could take some of them with me because it's so beautiful.
You
And
have
and
bright colors.
mountain views, because where we were, there was one of the homes I did tour had mountain views all around. Oh my gosh, it was just spectacular views. It was gorgeous.
And somehow you still managed to come back to Canada.
My family and friends were wondering, are you coming back? Are you really coming back? They were questioning. But yeah, I'm
Oh
back.
my gosh. I know. I would be sitting there because I haven't been anywhere in a few years now. 2023 is my year, everyone. I'm going places. 2023. So invite me places, people. I'm open to invitations.
I'll invite you doing it.
Okay. Thank
No,
you. Thank
it's
you very much.
true. Like, with COVID and the pandemic, it was, I mean, we were one of those families that we isolated. We literally isolated. We didn't do anything. We didn't go anywhere. Um, uh, it was a bit tough with this trip because I think this was the first time we actually freely went out and exposed ourselves, like on a plane with people. And yeah, it was, it was time. I mean, we can't keep isolating. We can't keep, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta weigh the risk and decide what you want to do. I am at that point. Before I'm like, no, don't talk to me. I'm not going anywhere. Don't even invite me. But I understand we have to try to live with everything that's going on, and we have to weigh the risk. So it's okay. You had
Yeah.
fun. The family had fun. The kids
Yeah.
got to spend some time with some family that they don't get to spend time with all the time. So
Great
I think that's good.
experience. Yes. They learned, well, they knew a bit Spanish before, but they really brushed up on their Spanish, as did I. Yeah. So it was a great experience.
Oh wow. I've been to Madrid. And I took Spanish for about 6 or 7 years because I went to junior high school and high school in New York City. So Spanish is usually the language that you take as one of your language classes. And I was really good. I used to be super fluent. But then when I moved to Canada, it's like, I'm not really around anyone, so I don't use it. And I went to Madrid right before, actually in 2019. And it's like as soon as I landed, I felt words coming back.
Oh, awesome. So it took
Yeah,
you all.
like I was able to like navigate, tell the taxi driver exactly where we're going, find out how much everything costs, and figure out where we're going to eat, and know all the keywords that you need.
Oh, yeah, definitely have to learn all the keywords. That's for sure. If you want to
Yeah.
navigate. Yeah, no, that's great. Awesome. I didn't know that you had that little skill.
Yeah, I don't tell a lot of people all the skills. I don't play all my cards, Maria. I
Yeah.
keep a little bit close. I just like to surprise people once in a while. Oh my gosh. I see a question here. It says, Rosa asks, has your time in Colombia given you any styling ideas with your staging? And were there any takeaways for you? Good question.
Oh, that's a really good question. And yes, definitely, like the way they incorporated, which is in trend now, the outdoors in, and how to bring the greenery into your home, and using all the tropical plants that they have, which we can't do all that here, obviously, because of the weather and all the winter is coming now. But yeah, and the decor, such beautiful decor and things that they did in the layout that definitely, yeah, for sure, gave me some inspiration for styling ideas. I can't give away
Yeah,
all,
I still remember this home that I visited the last few times I was in Jamaica, and it was a home of a family friends, like my uncle's friends. And it was up in the hills, but the living room, it wasn't necessarily a courtyard, but in the middle was like a whole forest. And it wasn't open on top, but it was still a whole forest in the middle
wow.
of the living room. It was amazing. Amazing.
So
Yeah.
how tall was it? Was it like 2 stories or?
It was 2 stories.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
So the top was like the glass roof type thing.
nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, loved
Yeah, I
it.
mean, we all probably Google fancy luxurious homes or get those magazines and want to have that space. So it's nice for me to have been in person in some of those spaces to see the designs, because that definitely helps me in my business, and come with different looks and different having that different inspiration can make me stand out against my competitors possibly.
Definitely. And I mean, and with the trend right now, with all of the shows that are coming, I mean, they have like the Selling Sunsets, the Selling Tampa, Selling OC. I heard there's a Selling Montreal. Maybe there'll be a Selling GTA. And Maria, you need to be a
Oh,
stager on that show.
yes, I'll have to look out for that and apply.
Yes. So anyone who's listening, if there's going to be a Selling GTA edition, you need to hire Maria as the stager. And Maria, you just have to promise to invite me to the parties because I
Oh
like
yes,
swanky affairs.
definitely.
Done. Deal. People, call her. Thank you. So I know, okay, you said your husband's from Colombia and you went to Colombia. So I know you are Italian.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So is the next trip to Italy?
Oh my gosh, yes. You know what? We've been saying that for years. And then I said, okay, I really would love my kids to experience, where my parents are from, and see the town they're from and the culture, obviously. And I thought, okay, well, they're still too young, so I'll wait a little bit till they're a little bit older. So I think it's time. Yeah, it's time now. They're old enough now. I think they'll be able to, you know, as they did for the trip to Colombia, have a great experience. So yeah, for sure. Right, that's coming in the future, I'm sure.
I would love to go to Italy. Like, I need to start in Rome though, because the land of pizza is speaking to me. But I've always said I'd like to like eat my way north and drink my way south.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the food. I mean, you won't come back the way you the way you left. That's for sure. You'll indulge in everything.
Everything, because
Wine.
like real pasta, like I don't care what. Okay, so I got this little tip. So now, like, I am big on, I will make my own sauce. I will even try to make my own pasta. Like, I try. Like, I've always said, if I can be reincarnated and I can't be Caribbean, I want to be Italian because I feel like we are on the same level when it comes to the appreciation of food and beverage. No offense to any other culture out there, but this is just how I feel. Okay. I really, really, really love Italian food. And so I remember I was on this, there was a video fundraiser for Trillium, and it was with Massimo Capra.
Oh, right.
And yeah, he like, you get the food delivered to you like pre-cooked, and you just have to finalize the cooking. And he's cooking along with you and explaining everything. And I remember asking, I'm like, look, I remember a friend of mine, shout out to Gabby, she had pizza at her house one day, and it was just cheese pizza. And she's like, oh, my mom made this pizza. And I bit into it and I almost fell over because I said, this is just cheese pizza. What is in this? And
What
she's
did
like, her mom grows her own tomatoes, makes her own sauce. I'm like, no, 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 no. I've never tasted sauce like this in my life.
Oh no, forget about it. If you're Italian, no, no, no. You cannot buy tomato sauce on the store. You cannot. You have to make your own sauce.
But I've learned a trick. So based on what Massimo told me, because I said, look, if I can't make my own sauce, if I can't grow my own tomatoes, what do I do? So apparently, pro tip, everybody, when you go to the supermarket, you buy peeled tomatoes. You have to look for the seal that says product of Italy, because it has to be grown in Italy in order to have that seal. And you're getting those really good Roma tomatoes. And it makes a huge difference. And while you're at it, the pasta that you buy, if you buy the ones with the Italian seal, it tastes so much better than the regular, like, $1.99 pasta. I mean, this one is not that much more expensive. It's like probably $1 more. But when you bite into it, you can taste the difference. You're welcome. Tag me in all your photos. Let me know how it goes for you, because I can tell you now.
Yeah, you're a true foodie, Duenya. I know that. Yeah, you appreciate it.
Definitely. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I watch Giada and I'm like, girl, can you take me on tour with you? Because so when you go to Italy, if I'm in the area, I'll look you up, because I've also wanted to go to like some small towns, and because I don't know anybody, I can't go by myself.
Oh yeah. No, no. Yeah. If you want to go, I will definitely go with you. We're wanting to do a trip for sure. No, there's a lot of nice, quaint towns that are not so, touristic. So you don't have
Yeah.
so crowds. But I mean, anywhere you go in Italy, a ruin is beautiful. Like everywhere you go, it's beautiful. So you can't go wrong.
Wow. So if you had, like, I was just thinking about it, like if you go to Italy and you get to design a really cool space, but what would be like your ideal place to go to design spaces?
My goodness, that's too tough of a question. There's so
Like,
many.
you watch those design shows and you see all these really cool spaces. Oh, all the food talk is making you hungry, Rose. Sorry about that, but
You know what? I fell in love with Tuscany. The rolling hills. I don't know, the nature of it all and everything. It's just so beautiful, and the rustic look of the homes. It's a tough question because there's so many different parts of Italy that I fell in love with. Hmm.
Tuscany. I think Debbie Travis has a villa there. I was
Yeah,
following. Yeah.
yeah, and she has cooking classes as well. So I believe that. Yeah, yeah. So you can go there and take a cooking class.
Okay. I just want to point out I'd be advanced class because no, I can cook. Wow. Okay, Tuscany. That would be cool. Now, do you design like tiny spaces? Because with the way how things are going with the price of houses and all that, how do you maximize a small space?
That's a good question. So there are some people that have contacted me where live in small condos, maybe one bedroom, not even a den, just one bedroom, and then has a little kitchenette area. And it's just by how obviously you cannot have too much stuff in that space. So there are some furniture stores that do accommodate two small spaces, such as there will be a coffee table that will open up into a dining table, or a coffee table that raises up into a desk. Then you have the Murphy beds, and there's certain furniture that you can purchase to fit into small spaces. And then learning how to be organized, that's for sure, because I've another service now that I've been helping people out with organizing their homes or decluttering, because before staging, that process has to be done before I come in to actually stage the place. So yeah, that it's learning how to maximize your closet space using certain, storage containers, or the way you even fold your clothes. I mean, it is amazing. Like, I don't know if you know the Marie Kondo method.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, once I read her book, and she's also on Netflix. I think the series is still on there. I'm not sure, but I think I've it's been a couple of years since I watched it. But just the way you fold your shirts or your pants, and vertically storage in your drawers. I mean, wow! Like, don't just pile on your pants one on top of the other. Vertically spacing your pants, then you can see what's in your drawer, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe how much more fits in there. It's just, yeah, so many different ways to there are so many different ways to maximize small spaces.
And I really do agree with you with just being organized is a big benefit. So no matter the size of your space, I mean, I cannot function when things are a mess. I am very like, as you can see, I like things in its place. Everything has a place.
It's so funny because before I sit down and I get work done, I need to make sure my surface is clear. I can't. I'm just, and I'll spend an hour organizing it before I sit to get my work done.
Yeah, yeah. I try to designate a day. Like sometimes I go, okay, on Fridays, I'm going to take 30 minutes and just go through whatever pile of paperwork developed over the week and then just wipe things down and put things away so that I start fresh the next week.
It's best to do it, in spurts, because it is a big job. I mean, if you think about it, how many years, let's say you've been living 7 years in your home, 7 years of collecting and putting things in closets, buying stuff, and then putting it in storage. It's not going to take a day to declutter all that and clear it all out. It's tough. That's when you hire like a professional organizer to come in and help you make those decisions, because you have emotional connection to those objects. It's yeah, it's tough.
And thing number one, everyone, because I this is one rule I do follow. I interchange my closet. So winter, I have to unpack my winter clothes and pack away my summer clothes. And I kid you not, I try everything on. And if it doesn't fit, I'm not going to go, oh, one day I'll fit in this. No, it's just gone. It's gone. Like just give up. Don't
Yeah,
even bother. Because it can also hurt your feelings when the next summer and the next summer comes and you still can't fit in it.
so true. Yeah, so true. I mean, and if you think about it too, someone else could love that piece of clothing, and you can make someone else happy. Yeah,
Yes.
that's so.
And I go through that every summer, everyone. It's okay. Fluffy to the world. I'll just layer on the pounds and I will find someone who can appreciate the clothes that I know one arm can't fit in anymore. but it frees up closet space, right?
It does, yeah. And it's with other things too, stuff in your kitchen, wherever. Yeah. Not just clothes. Yeah.
In kitchen, okay, wait, Maria, kitchen, that's a problem for me because I do like things organized in the kitchen. I live with someone who's not very organized, so I don't know how that works out. Um, but the thing,
No.
you always have that drawer that has everything in it, and no matter how much I try to organize that drawer, there's always that one drawer. What do you do about that?
You know what? I learned a trick from someone, and they said, because you do live with other people in your home, your husband, your children, whoever it may be, give them a special drawer and say, go crazy on your drawer. You can put whatever fits in there. I'm not going to touch it, but all these are mine.
Look, my husband has his office, and I have to say, thank the Lord, all the angels, and all the people in the world that when COVID happened, we did not have to share an office. Because if we did, I doubt we'd be husband and wife anymore. Because I like things organized, and he just it's an explosion in there, and there are like stacks of books on the floor and everything. I don't even walk in there. I don't even look in there. I don't clean in there. I do nothing in that room.
That's his space.
I don't understand how people function with sharing a space with their significant other. I can't do it.
Well,
And maybe
I think
I'm selfish with my space, though. I know that for a fact because I know I like my space a certain way. I am quite selfish with my space. I don't want to share it because I just don't want anyone to mess it up.
Well, no, that's fine. That's your space. That's, reasonable. That's where you're going to work, and that's where you feel productive. So you need to have your space and the way you work, to have it clean and organized. That's how you work, Dwayne. There's nothing wrong with that.
See, on the record, I'm probably going to let my husband listen to that section only where you said there's nothing wrong with that.
I was saying because, is he listening to this? Because
no, he's not.
Yeah.
But I see Christine said the drawer in every room of the house. Christine, we have to talk about that. Every room, though? I don't know if that's what Maria said. But it's okay. We will all work on our organization skills. We will all definitely make sure that we get some insight from Maria in how to make our space wonderful. And even still, you see, this is, I don't know how to do my arms. I don't know which arm I'm doing. That one goes there. That one goes there. There. This is prime real estate in everything you do. So you want to make sure it is beautiful, right? And like I said, when I was redoing my office, I did ask for Maria's input because she is a professional and I don't have an eye for these things. I am creative, but I'm not good with spaces. I like minimal things, but I try to beef it up for this. And so Maria, what do you have coming up actually? I don't think I asked you this. What do you have coming up?
So I'm just trying to, I have something that I'm thinking about, but I don't know if I should share yet because it's just in the beginning process of it, kind of like a program coming up, but it's still new. So I don't know if I should.
Check her pages later and she'll let you know what she has coming up. The holiday season is coming. So, okay, there is Thanksgiving, that's Monday, right? And then I also celebrate American Thanksgiving. That's November. And then there's Christmas. What are some of the trends that you think we should be hopping on in order to make sure that, our indoor ready for parties? Because, there's probably no limitations. You can have your indoor dining and be fabulous for the holidays. And our outdoors is popping. What do you think we should do?
So for outdoors, well, fire pits are good now this time of season because it's a bit cold, and have those little oh my gosh, what are they called? The heater lamps.
Lanterns. Oh yeah, yeah,
Peter,
lamps.
yeah. So lights are beautiful in patios to, illuminate the way. Could have some nice string lights. That's beautiful for outdoors. Because everyone's enjoying now. You can, roast some marshmallows now, or just to enjoy the outdoor space before we do hibernate before the winter comes. That's for sure. Because then we're going to be stuck indoors for a couple months. And for indoors, for, people who love to, entertain, there's some nice, beautiful. I know people love going to Home Sense. I don't know if you've been there yet, and seen some of their decor. They have some beautiful Halloween decor. It's not the typical black and orange kind of decor. They have some nice pumpkins, glass pumpkins with some nice string lights inside. Those are nice centerpieces. I mean, you have to check them out. I know there's one close to Yorkdale. I believe that one had a lot of beautiful decor. Some nice fall decor. And now I start seeing that the Christmas decor popping up here and there. So, I mean, Halloween's not over yet, but it's starting to trickle in. For Christmas, same thing. I don't just do the red and green and typical decor. There's a lot of trending colors. There's some beautiful like blues and golds and silvers. Some people like or white. Just have your decor all white. White is really popular now. I've seen that in Home Sense. Some nice, beautiful reindeer, and there's just so much you can do. There's so much, and when you decorate your home, it's for you. So it's what you love and it's what you make happy. I know you're entertaining and you want it probably to look beautiful because you're gonna have guests come over. But you have to think about you're living in the space. You're there 24/7 or however long. I mean, you might be working from home, maybe not. But mentally, it's your space. You need to fill it with things that you love, things that make you happy. And that's when I work with someone. That's what we come up with their design style, and I figure out what they love and what makes them happy. It's not about having someone come in and me trying to decorate in my style. No, because I'm not living there. It's your style. So we work on that anyway. But yeah, there's a lot of beautiful decor right now out there. Home Sense is a good spot.
I can testify that Home Sense is good. I can tell you before, I think this was Christmas of 2019, actually. I was in my chemo process and I needed stuff to do. So I decided I am going to try to decorate for Christmas. And I went to Home Sense. And I was in Home Sense for over 3 hours, smelling all the candles because I had time. This is the first time I had all the time in the world, right? So I spent over 3 hours smelling all the candles. So I bought all the candles. And then I bought a lot of silver things because then you can, have other accent colors. So I had like silver stars and all the things. And then, I did a good trick that even the cashier was impressed. Because you have those things, the tree wrap things that you put at the base of your tree. I don't know what they're called.
Skirts, the tree skirts?
Yes, there you go. Tree skirts. Well, I decided there was this really nice white fluffy blanket that was there. And I'm like, it looks like snow. It was so beautiful. And the blanket was on sale. So I bought the blanket and I use it as a tree skirt during Christmas. And then I just wash it and use it as a couch throw all the other time of the year.
That's awesome. That's a great idea. Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
So you don't have to just use it for one purpose.
Exactly.
They do actually have a lot of beautiful tree skirts on Home Sense too. I went and browsed through them. Nice, beautiful colors. Again,
Home
not
Sense can take all your money. Just take all your money.
I mentioned Home Sense because they're pretty reasonable in price and they have beautiful, beautiful decor. I miss Pier 1, you can still order online, but I mean, you want the touch and feel experience sometimes. I know a lot of people love the online. That's not me. I love browsing and shopping.
And sometimes you want to like make a whole, because I will go into a store and pull different items and put it all together on a table and see how it looks before I buy
There you
it.
go. I do the same thing, and I have people, oh, I'll grab things from, I'll just throw it in my cart. I'll go in a corner of the store, find a coffee table, and I start working away. And sometimes I just leave it there. The
It's
next person comes along.
inspiration.
Yes, they should hire me. I'm reorganizing their store and decorating.
To do holiday staging. Or, oh, would you be interested in doing like a window for the bay? Wouldn't that be
Oh,
cool?
yes. You know what? I remember as a kid always like admiring that and saying, "Oh, I would love to do that one day." Yes.
That's so
Definitely.
cool. Because I remember even growing up, because I spent a stint, like my growing up days were between Jamaica and New York City, and going to Macy's and seeing the windows on Macy's on 34th Street is like,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
Christmas has arrived.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so beautiful. They have so many beautiful displays.
Yes. Okay, I have one random question for you that just came to my mind when we were talking about home sense and decor. What are you feeling about these butter boards?
Hmm. So, I mean, they're okay. What are you feeling about them?
You know, people, I love a cheese board. I love a charcuterie board. If you're going to do a butter board, can you
It's
make
a lot
sure
of
that you're
butter.
not using the wood? Because that's kind of hard to clean. It's porous. I would say if it's a marble or a glass, I can get with the butter board then. But don't do it on your wooden boards.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you meant about all that butter and what I think
Oh
about.
no. Butter's good. Butter's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of butter.
It is, but if you put it with a lot of stuff, I can understand how it can make some sense, but not on your wooden boards. Don't do it, everyone. Just
Yeah,
don't.
I mean,
No.
yeah, I can see. I mean, when you have a nice cutting board, they do say you should oil it. I guess, that's one way of oiling it with your butter. No, yeah, I understand. Yeah, you shouldn't even be using meat on your wooden boards. No,
Yeah,
no.
I agree with that part too. If you're using meat, I usually like a glass bowl, like something glass, or just put it in a container. But you know what? We're gonna get right back into food, and I love food. Like my dream job, I say it over and over again. I would love to be a food judge on a show. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I'd be so good at it.
yeah, I could see you doing that. Taste
It'd be fun,
testing.
but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be a good hire because I'm allergic to shellfish. But if it's a non-shellfish show, I'm your girl because I love everything else. I'll try everything twice.
What would you say if it's something that you tasted and it was horrible? Like, how would you just be
Oh, my
downright?
face would already tell you that it's bad. I am not going to be one of those judges that's going to go, oh, interesting. Maybe you should have tried. My face will go,
Yeah,
and
that
I'll
that will say it.
probably not swallow it and go like, this is not the best thing I've tasted.
Politely
But
grab a napkin. You would politely grab a napkin and just like, yeah, okay.
you're eliminated. Oh my gosh.
Funny.
This is such a fun conversation. I can't believe we've been talking for this long. Everyone, if you have questions, please drop them in the chat. And if you want to be a guest, please click the link in the description because we would love to have you because, the show is great. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. I love having these kinds of conversation. And make sure you share it with your friends, please. I
Yes.
see Rose said that she
Subscribe,
was out at stores.
subscribe to Duena's channel. She has a lot of great content. Yeah, she has a lot of great
Thank
content.
you. I do. And make sure you also subscribe to Maria's channel so that you can see all the things that you need to try to do in your house. And if you can't do it, just call her. Just call.
Yeah, yeah. If just visit my channels and any Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and let me know uh, what type of rooms are tough for you to decorate, because I always like to know how I can help people more and where to um, put my energy into and how I can help others for sure.
Well, there's a lot of rooms. Oh, wait. I was going to say, oh, we should end this conversation now, but hold on. There's one thing I just remembered. I binged watch, um, what is it called? Bling Empire yesterday. Yep.
Okay.
Season 3. Binge watched the whole thing. And one of the ladies, the newer ladies, invited us into her closet. I feel like my whole house can fit in her closet. And it was so exquisite and
Oh my God.
just beautiful. I was in shock.
Yeah.
Like, closets, I know a lot of people are starting to have fancier closets because your closet can also double as your office. I can understand that. But wow, this lady's closet was next level, like all glass. Her purses were all in glass.
That
Her
sounds
wedding dress was on a mannequin.
wow. I've seen I've seen some beautiful homes in Forest Hill in Toronto. I mean, wow. Yeah. And so I know what kind of closets you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say they're goals because I don't see myself spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on bags. That's not my. I love bags, but I won't spend a huge amount of money on bags. No, you can. I like some nice handcrafted clutches. That's my thing. But yeah, closets. I feel you can be really extravagant with closets and kitchens.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've seen a lot of beautiful closets, and there's people that also, maybe they don't have kids, so they're using their spare bedrooms and they turn that into a closet. So I last week I was just at a home helping out organize, and they don't have kids. There's just the two of them, and they had 4-bedroom home, and she had 3 closets. So yeah, it was beautiful.
I
But not saying
feel
not saying that you need to do that.
No, I felt inspired. I just turned to look and say maybe I should turn the half of this room into a closet. But I feel like my nephews would come for me because my nephew did tell me that half of the room is my office and half is his. So
Oh, so you're
yeah.
letting him in there, Dwayne. Yeah, he's claiming
I
part of your.
had to look. I had to compromise because he also this was when he was younger. He was like probably like 5. He's like, I should draw a line on the carpet so you know which side is yours. I'm like, you draw a line on my carpet and we are fighting. Just so we're clear. You don't pay bills in here, so no.
But isn't that sweet though? He wants to be close to you. That's
Yeah, no,
that's
I look, I love my nephews. They are awesome, but they're not drawing lines on my carpet.
no.
That's where we stop right there. But no, I will not take away their space and put closets there. They have a permanent spot. And I
Yeah.
like the fact that this is documented for their entire life. Maybe I can play this back at weddings. Oh my gosh, this has been such a fun conversation. Maria, thank you for being my guest
No,
today.
thank you. It's always so nice talking with you. I can't believe it's been that long, but this is awesome. And yeah, anytime. I'll be back anytime, Dwayne. You ask, I'll be here. We do have to meet
Oh,
in person, though. We need to do this meeting.
yes, we have to make it happen very
Yeah.
soon. We are going to make it happen. Everyone, when we meet in person, there'll be lots of photos on Instagram, just so you know.
Oh,
Check out
yeah.
our Instagrams and you'll be able to see all the photos. And remember, everyone, before I even remind you, Maria, is there any parting words you'd like to say to the people?
Well, you know what? I find sometimes when I go into people's homes, they're nervous or they're embarrassed. And I just want to say, don't be nervous, don't be embarrassed, because we all got to live. The way, as I say, the way we live in our home is not the way you market your home to sell. So that's why I'm going in there. That's why I'm setting up the space. So the most potential buyers, come through that space and find it inviting and want to put an offer on your home. So yeah, I just would say I try to make the experience comfortable, and I think I do. And yeah, don't be embarrassed. Don't worry.
So everyone, make sure you give Maria a call when you're just deciding to remodel, deciding that you want to sell, you just want to have a fancy space, you want to have like a TV ready space. She's your person. And if you're not in the GTA, it's okay, because you can still do video consultations. She does that too, and she's worldwide. Come on.
Yeah, I have someone in Calgary that just contacted me that they want help with decorating. They just don't know where to start. So yeah, it can be
There
done.
you go. Virtual. She can do it all virtual. So everyone, thank you so much. And before we sign off today, remember that if you would like to be a guest, please click the link in the description, and we have our really good intake form. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so that you know all of the fun stuff that we have coming up, because we do have this Off the Clock show that we do every Saturday, not for the whole year. This is season 2. And we are also going to launch some more videos from our Ask the Expert segment, because we have some really good partners and we filmed some videos. They're just, sitting, waiting for me to actually do stuff with them. So we'll be launching those soon. And it is Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. And feel free to tag me in some food pictures, because I love some food. All right. And so everyone, have a wonderful evening. And I hope to meet some of you. So bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.